Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Planet X News. It is March 23rd, 2018. This evening, I am joined with Dr. Albers, and we're going to be speaking about a variety of topics. Dr. Albers, how are you this evening?
Very well, thank you, Scott. And how are you?
I'm not doing too bad. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, over the course of the last couple of days, uh, one of my subscribers had sent me a link to a YouTube channel and asked me to check out the YouTube channel and to see if there was anything that I could do to help bring more subscribers to this lady's channel, because she was producing some fantastic work. And this was pretty much based on what she was observing on the FAA weather cams, and the majority of them are in Alaska. Now, I used to follow these cameras quite frequently. There are a ton of anomalies that appear on these FAA weather cams. Some of them are explainable, some of them are just not. And over the years now, probably the last 3 years, and more so in late 2016 and 2017, a lot of weird things appearing in the skies over Alaska. And these weather cams, well, they capture a lot, and there are literally hundreds of them. The FAA weather cam system, well, they kind of caught on to the fact that we were all watching them and we were publicizing information that we were seeing on these weather cams. And then they started to delete footage. The same thing happened with webcams from Mexico. There's a couple other sites. There's one in Australia that we were using, and we were capturing fantastic photographs, evidence of the sun simulator, this object that we refer to as Planet X or Nibiru, or whatever you want to call it. We were capturing things in the skies that were unexplainable. Well, naturally, the rejects of life, the YouTube trolls, the Planet X debunker trolls, these are the paid shills that literally sit in your YouTube channel comment section, and they sort of kind of, in the beginning act like they're a loyal subscriber, and they're like, yeah, look what you're capturing. Whoa, you go. And then the next thing you know, behind your back, they're doing all kinds of devious things.
Yeah.
But more so, ladies and gentlemen, and for all of the other YouTube channels that, want to become a truth channel, you want to investigate Planet X, you want to investigate vaccines, you want to investigate holistic doctors, the Illuminati, the government, whatever, UFOs, whatever you want to do that is conspiracy related, I'm telling you right now, you better be prepared for the onslaught of these trolling organizations. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, everybody that follows me, you know how I am. You know my personality. I don't hold anything back. And, I go right after these idiots. They've gone after me for the last 2 years now. They've gone after Dr. Albers. We've all heard the stories, and the saga just continues. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening with Dr. Albers, and we're going to talk about the new book that she is writing, and it's going to be quite interesting. But, folks, first things first, because I've had some back and forth with Steve Olson at WSO, doesn't make me a bad person. I know everybody is loyal to the YouTube channels that they watch, the personalities that they perceive on YouTube. But, folks, the bottom line is, yeah, I guess we are all pretty much searching for the truth. But we cannot, as truthers, we cannot play on someone else's feelings, their fears. We're not here to do that. We're not here to play on your religious beliefs. We don't do that. We're looking for stone cold hard evidence. So there's a long history between, Dr. Albers coming on board into the Planet X Nibiru community, and with Steve Olson and working with him and trying to allow him to utilize her reports, and a lot of backstabbing crap and whatever. It seems that some people are just out for themselves. But the situation that has arose, just over the last couple of days is very interesting, and it proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that these little scumbag organizations, the minute you come on to something that's important, they are literally all over you like white on rice. And in their case, like flies on shit. And once again, they've tried their tactics, but yet on another YouTube channel. Maybe I made the mistake of leaving a comment on this lady's YouTube channel, but it was to help her. And, I had no email address or anything to get a hold of her, so I was kind of forced to leave a comment to email me. And I did just that. Well, before I left the comment on her video, I went down through her comment section just to make sure there were no known trolls in her comment section. I didn't see any, so I left the comment. And the comment was to email me. And she did just that a few days later. And I was inviting her to be on a live stream with me and Dr. Albers. And we wanted to talk to her about all of the videos that she's been producing. Incredible video footage. And here's something else. She's just not some person showing you video captures from these webcams. She gives full explanations, full narration. And I have to say, I was pretty impressed with it. I was pretty impressed with the video footage. And I was pretty impressed with the production of her videos. And YouTube's a big platform, folks. We know that they block channels. We know that, you can search for something in the search box. You may not find it because it's blocked. Listen, I just got a few notifications the other day from YouTube that they banned 10 videos of mine worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay? Worldwide. After 2 years, they banned more of my videos worldwide. What does that tell you? Well, that tells you that, we better not let everybody else see this. Too bad. 600,000 people already saw it. But anyways, I wanted to bring all of this to your attention because, folks, we're not going to have a picture show today, but what I have to say is very important. Because for each and every one of you that are following this information and helping to research it, you need to be connected to other channels that are investigating and showing what they're capturing. Nobody's out there fear-mongering that I'm connected with. And after viewing this lady's YouTube channel, I mean, she's not a fear-monger. She is a very intelligent, smart investigator. I thought she was doing a fantastic job. And I wanted to expose all of our followers and subscribers to her information. Now, folks, sometimes this is kind of a double-edged sword because maybe trolling organizations probably didn't know about her. I think they did, because today I found her whole entire comment section of her latest video completely full of YouTube trolls that I know about. I know them by name. They try to change their logos, but I know these people. And apparently after I sent her this message to get in touch with me, the YouTube trolls took advantage of that situation. And they copy my YouTube channel all the time, folks. They copy my logo. They copy the name of my YouTube channel. I've had, for the last 2 years, people duplicating my channel, stealing all of the videos, uploading them onto YouTube. I mean, you talk about the impersonation factor. As far as Planet X News goes, Nibiru, they've cloned my channel more than anything on YouTube. I don't care. Excuse me. But then the lady of this YouTube channel, we had another email conversation about some health issues, breathing conditions, solutions. And I was telling her about the herb that Dr. Albers and I take. I've been taking it for, excuse me, 17 years, 18 years, astragalus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, the lady from this, I think it's Universal News Media. And she said as soon as she felt better, that she'd be more than happy to jump on board with me and Dr. Albers and do a live stream. And then that way we can get a lot of people moving to her YouTube channel to watch her videos, because I thought the information that she was showing was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And her knowledge of the sun simulator, and her theories about what was occurring were pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the inevitable happens, folks. The little slimy lice balls sink their little claws, into a channel that is actually providing great information, and they wreak havoc. Well, I guess these folks over there at, the Universal News Media, I'm sure they're not that up on what these trolls actually do and what they're capable of. So they started threatening her that that they were sending copyright strikes and they were going to take down her YouTube channel. But, they're using my logo. Okay. They're using my logo like they've done many, many times before. They go into the comment sections. They make a bunch of crazy comments, blah, blah, blah. And all of the subscribers say, oh, I'm going to go unsubscribe from that channel. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you want to unsubscribe from Planet X News? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. YouTube blocks 85% of my subscribers around the world anyways. If you don't have faith in me by now, then you don't belong here, period. But I never sent any copyright strikes to her channel. She never received any copyright strikes. It was a threat with somebody using my logo, creating a YouTube channel, again, with my YouTube channel name. Listen, folks, they make YouTube channels in my personal name. They've made YouTube channels in my dead mother's name and her picture. These people will stop at nothing to hide what is happening. So, folks, for anybody over there at Universal News Media, anybody over here at Planet X News, anybody over there at Mr. MBB333, BP Earthwatch, Jeff P, WSO, Matt Rogers, listen, folks, okay, we all know what the troll organizations can do and how they do it. You as followers, viewers, researchers, investigators, just ordinary people, you have to understand what these people can do. So what they've done to Universal News Media's YouTube channel is they went in there and they put a psychological bombshell right into the channel. Not to really get at her, but to get at me. Oh, we're going to go over there and we're going to unsubscribe from Scott's channel and he's going to cry like a fucking baby. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I could give two shits about views and subscriber counts. I don't care about the numbers. So let's back the truck up here a little bit. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to show you something. Oh, dear God. You know, sometimes I think these people on the troll community, they love to do this because they think they're wasting my time.
Well, that's their job, Scott. You know, that's what they paid to do.
I know. Let's do one thing first here real quick. Okay, you can all see my screen, right? Let me just make sure. Hold on tight, folks. Doobie doo. Let me pull up this live chat here. I just want to make sure. Doobie. Trying to get through these damn ads. Damn ads on YouTube. Okay. For some reason, it's not coming up. There we go. There we go. Okay, folks, look, we're over here at my YouTube channel, Planet X News. And if you just follow my cursor, see my cursor in the middle. Woohoo! Okay, check it out. We're going to roll over to the left. And this is your video manager, videos, playlists, copyright notices. These are, I'll click on it for you real quick here. If somebody files a copyright strike against your YouTube channel, you'll see the notification right here. Why, what you did, timestamps, crap from YouTube. Right over here, it says submit retractions. Had to crank up on some of this Red Bull real quick, folks. Hold on a second. So over here, it says submit retractions. So this is if you, as a YouTube channel like Planet X News, you filed a copyright strike on somebody who stole your video. Okay, so you know, YouTube will let you know, yeah, they agree with you, blah blah blah. And then right over here in this section where it says submit retraction, you can actually go over to this section here, and you know, if the other YouTube channel that stole your video, if they email you and they say, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was your footage, blah, 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 will you retract the copyright strike? And you can, and it goes away. Well, folks, you know, all of this squawking bullshit about me filing fake copyright strikes against Universal News Media's YouTube channel is complete horseshit. It's a fucking lie, 100%. And, you know, the trolls took advantage of it. They infiltrated this lady's comment section, and every single comment over there is, yeah, that's Scott. He's a dick. Yeah, that's Scott. He's a son of a bitch. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You should go over there and you should go unsubscribe. Listen, people, if you actually fell for that psychological warfare, you better wise up. Honestly, for real, dildo, you better wise up. Period. Now, we're going to take a look at people that I have placed copyright strikes on. And these were people that were stealing my videos, every single video. They were uploading it, and they were, you know, not using the information properly. They were using it. Oh, the Nibiru's crashing into the earth. We're all going to fucking die. Okay, I don't appreciate that. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the dates. Okay, 2016. There were 3 videos right there. You see the dates? May 2017, March 2017, January 2017, 2016. Okay, you see all of these dates. There is not one date in here that is current in 2018. You see that? You see the dates. You can clearly see them. And that's it. That's it. So, you know, whoever told this lady that they were filing copyright strikes on her for stealing, stealing information, like, it's complete garbage. Complete garbage. Because number one, ladies and gentlemen, you can't file copyright strikes on public access internet sites that are owned and operated by the federal government of the United States, like all of the NASA sites and the FAA weather sites that Universal Media watches very, very, very closely. You can't file copyright strikes on that. The federal government cannot even file a copyright strike on you because you, as a taxpayer, your money is paying for the funding of all of those cameras and the main maintenance of the website. Okay, so we got that out there. We all know that. So no copyright strikes were filed on that lady's YouTube channel from my YouTube channel. That's complete, utter bullshit. They just didn't want her to enter a live stream with me and Dr. Albers, and they do not want her information exposed to tens of thousands of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a funny situation. The other day over here on Planet X News on Facebook, I shared a few of this lady's videos on Planet X News on Facebook to try to help people, subscribe to her channel, check out her information. She's doing a great job. All of a sudden, I got a few comments under those shares on Facebook, and they were saying, "Oh my God, Scott, how could you stoop so low to share this garbage on your Planet X News Facebook page? This lady's a kook. Her information's crap." Well, I deleted all the comments, and those people that made those comments showed me that they were Facebook trolls who have infiltrated Planet X News. But Planet X News on Facebook, folks, it's an organization. It's not a group. Okay? It's not a closed group. Anybody could view the information here on Planet X News. It's an organization, a real entity, not a group. So, I find the trolls who pop in here and we ban them. But folks, they all make up new channels, new Facebook pages, new Twitter accounts, and they keep going at it. If all of a sudden these little cockroaches disappeared, folks, then we would really have to question what's happening. But because they are like a hemorrhoid on your rectum, it just doesn't go away. So we know there's definitely something up. Okay. So for any of you that were subscribers of Universal News Media, I recommend that you stay subscribers. But don't let people plant the thought in your mind that I tried to shut down this lady's YouTube channel by issuing false copyright strikes against them. Listen, folks, it's been done to me. It's been done to me so many freaking times, I can't even count. But guess what? We're all still here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we got the YouTube copyright crap out of the way. No copyright strikes have been issued by my YouTube channel. Here's all the dates, the whole 9 yards. I showed you that. And this is her channel over here, Universal News Media. And what I'm going to do real quick, folks, I'm going to include the link to her channel in the live chat. And when you guys get a chance, go over there, subscribe, check out her videos, and listen to what she's saying. Because that's important. I'm getting some kind of a feedback. Doctor, do you hear that feedback?
I didn't actually hear anything, Scott. No.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody else talking.
Oh,
Maybe
my.
it was a couple of those agents out in that black van with the
Yes.
microphone equipment.
Of course, they're listening to us, Scott, because they don't like us talking about the truth. That's what trolls do. They fight against the truth.
Yeah, we're going to zip over to her YouTube channel here real quick. I'm going to get you guys the URL. And I'm going to zip over here. I'm going to put it in the live chat. And you guys check out her YouTube channel. Okay, let me get out of here. We're going to click back onto this video. Oops. But anyways, folks, what I wanted to show you is, you know, I saw that she had uploaded a video. I didn't have time to watch it earlier, but I wanted to get in there and watch it. And wow, you know, the first couple of lines out of this video kind of surprised me a little bit. It's an absolutely fantastic video, except for the first part.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the first part, you know, she's just letting people know that her channel may be taken down for false copyright strikes. And, you know, she'll be back up with another channel if that happens. But my name had to pop into there because, you know, somebody laid a scam down on her and her followers. And they thought it was going to work pretty good. But once again, it backfired. But anyways, you know, I was reading some of the comments, and these were comments that I left because they were bashing the living hell out of me, you know, in the comment section, and also, you know, Dr. Albers. But if you happen to go over to the latest video, wow, man, you want to talk about, you know, bashing me. I mean, I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me. But, you know, read this guy here. Planet X News is obviously not on our side because you are sharing information about what's happening, and they should be all right with that. See, and if folks learn a lesson here today, if you see crazy wacko comments and you're interested, all you got to do, hover your little cursor over that person's channel and name, even if it's mine. Okay, look, let's do this. What happened here? Hold on. Okay, these are comments that I left today once I heard about this this mess. Now, if you go over here and you click right there on my avatar, it takes you to my channel. Hello. Takes you to my channel. Let's back up.
Good afternoon.
So, getting back to the comment section, you know these comments are from me. Because you click on my YouTube channel, it takes you right there. You can clearly see it's my channel, not a fake channel with no content or troll videos or whatever. But anyways, you know, if you go through the comments and you read them, I started to identify the trolls now. Here's one of the big ones here. This is a fake account, this Sky Stalker. Scott is an awful person. I'm starting to really see his true colors. Why would he want to have your channel shut down, trying to show the truth, blah, 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 blah. And then, folks, here's how they do this. Do you see the amount of replies under her comment, this troll Sky Stalker? She infiltrated my YouTube channel in the beginning and tried to do it again. She did it to Dr. Albers, and, you know, she's blocked. But if you look at the amount of replies, see, they coordinate with each other, and she'll leave the initial comment, and then bingo, all of the trolls come in and they all leave their comments. and they actually make it look like they care. But in actuality, what you're seeing is the trolls with an organized attack. Okay? An organized attack. Look at this guy's name, Roberto Ferrada. Carlos Ferrada? Let's just click on his YouTube channel. Let's see who he is. Okay, no videos. He trolls Universal Media, Earthly Patriot, C. Ferdinand or Ferdinand. I've watched this before. On Point Preparedness, Relentless Maverick, Saving Health Ministries. Okay, this person has no content, but the Turkey UFO report, Naughty Beaver. Okay, Jeff P. This could be a real person. And then, again, it could be a troll with no picture, 2 subscribers, and they're monitoring and trolling all of these channels.
Yes. They're very good at pretending to be normal at first.
Yeah. Here's another one here. Kim Windsor. I unsubscribed from Scott's channel many months ago because of the backbiting drama that was going on between other channels. Blah, blah, blah. What? So because I was exposing people that were defrauding all of you people? Ooh, Scott's a bad dude. Yeah, see, just a shithole complaint. These are all trolls, and then they get other people going. You know, and other people jump on the bandwagon, and they're like, ooh, man, we're going to go over there and unsubscribe. He's going to drop dead, commit suicide. That ain't happening, folks. Ain't happening. Hold on a second, people. Yeah, folks. So, you know, that's what's going down. That's what's shaking right now in the YouTube community.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, folks, my moderators in the live chat, let's do something here today. Don't delete anybody's comments. Leave every single person's comments float. Don't delete them. Leave them all there. You know, I want people to actually see what goes on, and in these live chats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you guys, you fall for it. It's natural. It happens. But just to get this out there to Universal News Media and all of her subscribers and followers, you guys got taken to the bank. You got lied to. You got fooled. And it's okay. Shit happens. They've done it to me. They've done it to Dr. Albers. They've done it to Jeff P., BP Earthwatch. They've done it to every truth conspiracy type channel on YouTube. That's what they get paid for. You people have to learn the tools of the trade. You have to learn to click on the avatars. Go to the person that's making the comment. Make sure you know what you're dealing with. These are very well organized people, folks. Okay? They hammer me all day. You don't believe me? Here, let's take a look at this. Troll spray. This is Dazza the cameraman. Doxing Scone. This is a troll channel here. Another troll channel here. Nibiru Freedom Fighter. This guy is completely off his rocker and probably off of his meds. We have Chris Potter, who's turned into a troll, who always was a troll. I'm showing you these people. Here's another one, Troll Spray. They're going after Pete over in the UK. Robert Lockwood. We're going to get back to this fool because this is Dazza the cameraman's sock puppet account. Webcam operators to monitor YouTube channels. Oh, well, all righty then.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Lens flares, filters, and Planet X laugh out loud. Oh my. Like these people are all professionals. This is some fat chick who sits at home on house arrest and rehab and trolls YouTube channels and eats donuts, man. She barely fits through the front door of her house. There's another one. Mrs. RD. This lady is assigned to Matt Rogers over in the UK. Whenever Matt takes a crap, she is making a video about it. We've gone over the rim job over there in the state of Georgia. Nothing but Ruth, nothing but truth. Two-pump Tiggy, we call him. So, folks, you can see they spend a lot of time making videos about me because they're obsessed with me. Plus, they get paid to do it. Here's the other fool over there in the UK. This guy just recently admitted that he suffers the same paranoid delusions that Dazza the cameraman suffers from. Takes medication that makes them paranoid and delusional, and he admitted it. I saved the video, just for some proof and backup. But they're psychotic people. Then they claim they just suffer from migraines. Okay, whatever you say. Here's another one here, folks. Check it out. Mrs. RD. Tinfoil hats. Paranoid and retelling of photo history. Well, that's directed at Matt Rogers. You want to see somebody who gets really trolled? This is Paul Beckwith. He's a climatologist, University of Ottawa in Canada. Very, very educated man. I like his information. You guys should really follow him as much as possible. Paul Beckwith. Punch it in the search, go to his channel, subscribe, because he does really, really, really good informational videos, up to date, a couple of videos a week based on what's happening with the weather. Okay. This is a highly trained man. Some people don't agree with him because he knocks things down. Go into the comment section and read the comments under his video. He has the same troll following that I do. Okay. They're assigned to us. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
These people are assigned to us. They're like your balls hanging between your freaking legs. They're always with you. So you got to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, anywho, and anyway, definitely, folks, I'm going to click. Oh, wait 1 second here. I'm going to give you the link to Universal Media's YouTube channel. And I'll tell you what, we'll share this video here. I know a lot of you think this is boring and this has nothing to do with anything. But in fact, folks, everything that I'm showing you and telling you right now has all the bearing on everything. Folks, if you don't see what is happening around the world right now with Facebook, with YouTube, with Twitter, with these individual countries that are having horrible, horrible problems, man, it's all playing out. I mean, sooner or later, folks, we're going to have a major catastrophe somewhere. Something really nasty is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be with the governments or with our environment, the weather, earthquakes. I don't know. Something's brewing, and I could smell it.
Mm-hmm.
And it stinks really bad.
Yeah.
Now, I made an observation yesterday on one of the SDO pictures that I just happened to be looking at. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Excuse me, folks. My sinuses are killing me. My allergies. Oops. Yeah, folks. And, I made this little picture yesterday, put it up on the Planet X News Facebook page. Clearly laying out what I was telling everybody. SDO image for today, 3/22/18, shows two objects. However, they are not that clear. They could be coronal prominences. And if you don't know what a coronal prominence is, folks, just Google it, read about it, check it out. If you're investigating and watching the SDO footages, you may want to learn about these prominences. They can trick you. But these two images where the arrows are, they weren't that clear. And the reason why I put it up on the Facebook page is for somebody else to look at it. I've been working on another project that's been utilizing a ton of my time, and I haven't been on YouTube all that much. But the majority of our information, we publicize it on the Planet X News Facebook page. It's a lot easier. I don't have to deal with YouTube. And we really don't have problems on Facebook. But immediately upon me putting this picture up on Facebook, the trolls came out once again because they're hanging between my legs, dangling, and, they just lie about everything. So you can clearly see here where I say, however, they are not clear. They could be coronal prominences. Right when I was looking at these two objects, folks, the footage on the 48-hour loop ended. I've not yet reviewed the footage for today. I'm going to wait one more day so I can get more of a circulation going with the sun and the video footage, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. Now, I know none of you watch these troll channels. And, I mean, actually, you should watch the garbage that they produce, because then you'll be able to identify who these scumbags are. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share Universal Media's video again. And like I said, scoot over there when you get some time. Check them out. It's really interesting information. It's eye-opening. Her explanations of the sun simulator and the chemtrailing, very, very good. And that's why, me and Dr. Albers, that's why we wanted to have her do a live stream with us to introduce you guys to her channel and her explanations.
Yes.
Folks, because we don't have all of the answers. We're giving you our points of view. Dr. Albers is giving you her professional point of view based on science that she's learned through her career. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And, the slow and subtle shutdown on information's brewing. Now, you see YouTube publicly came out 2 days ago, and they're saying by such and such a date, they're going to be banning every video that has anything to do with firearms. Whether they're a firearm instructor, informational video, blah, blah, blah. They're going to shut that down. They hit the Health Ranger, all the truth channels. Sooner or later, they'll be up my ass like a suppository, and Planet X News will disappear. But again, folks, you could take away it all. Take away the view counts, take away the subscribers, take away blah, blah, blah. We just do what the trolls do. We open up another channel and we wait for you guys to come in. That's why backing yourself up, having a Twitter account, having a Facebook page, having a website, having your followers follow all of that. Yes, we have to have backups. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. And like I said, folks, I mean, my personality. I'm not going to sit here, and run a lot of bullshit on you. I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. Some people don't like it. You have free will to not watch. And that's the deal, Pickle. So anyways, Dr. Elber.
Yes,
Why
Scott.
don't you tell everybody about this book that you started working on?
Yes. I've decided to write a book basically about my new understanding of gravity, because I think it's very important that people can understand what gravity is all about, and about the fact that matter actually comes out of light. I think this is a kind of fundamental kind of understanding that is never been known about. No one has ever actually done any theoretical work on that, and so it's all new, and I think I'd like people to know about it. And it's also very interesting because it goes along with what the Bible says, because the Bible says that God is light and God created the universe. And here we are. The universe itself, when you start to understand where matter comes from, reveals that same fact, that matter comes out of light. So I think it's very important. And so I thought what I would do is just use the articles that I've written and put them together in a book form. So that way I don't waste the time that I spent on writing them. And I'm hoping to get more people to interested and reading the books and finding out how the universe really works. I think they've been blocking our understanding of how the universe really works for a long time. That's why we have trolls, because this understanding, and especially the understanding that God created the universe and how he did it, it's well, the powers that be don't want people to know about that. So that's why I decided to write it. I'm very excited to be able to do this now.
Yeah, where would we be without these little troll babies?
Yes. They fight against the truth. And God is truth. God is light. So basically they're fighting God. That's why they, they do what they do.
I think somebody wrote a song titled that. They do what they do.
Yes, they enemies of God. And if you are interested in the truth, you are interested in God, because God is truth. So they will fight against anybody who is interested in truth, because they're enemies of God.
They do their little attacks and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they actually make a difference. Folks, just a little update. Some of these pictures that I'm scrolling through right now on our Facebook page. Bought a new camera short while ago, and I've been using it here and there, and I was taking some photographs yesterday, and for the first time I started getting these weird effects that I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And I publicized some of these photographs yesterday, and what I was looking at was this shape right here.
Hexagonal, yeah.
And, I explained it quite a bit.
You can see the sun is hexagonal there as well.
Yeah, but immediately upon sharing these photographs, the troll videos came out. Oops. The troll videos came out, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, they would, Scott, because the moment you're trying to show some truth, the people who fight against the truth will try to stop you. And that actually it proves that what you're showing is the truth. Because if it wasn't the truth, they wouldn't bother.
Exactly. Folks, look, here's the deal. Like I've said before, in your life, in your existence on this planet, when have you ever looked up at the sun and our sky and seen it in the condition that it is. People are recognizing what is happening more and more every single day. Okay, these are not lens flares, folks. All these little perfectly organized little pink balls that you see there. I mean, this is not our sun that you are seeing. It's being magnified in a sense. And the lady over at Universal News Media has a very good perspective on how this is working. Very similar to what Dr. Albers has theorized. Because you have to remember, folks, we really truly don't know how these fools are utilizing these instruments as the sun simulator. And there's more than one. Oh, trust me on that. There's just not one up there. I believe that going back 2 months ago, all those rocket launches, there were supposed to be cable TV satellites and cell phone satellites and GPS satellites. I think that was nothing more than a crock of shit. I think the whole entire Elon Musk shoot a car into space was garbage. I don't believe it. You'll never make me believe that. But I was thinking that they're putting more technology up there to deceive us. Now, all of a sudden, all of the photographs that I'm taking of the sun are appearing in this nature. And I've taken hundreds, thousands of pictures of the sun. I take daily photographs if I'm not cloud covered, and I examine them. And the last few days, I have seen something different in the technology, the appearance, and you're looking at it. So this is what we do. We share this information. I took a few pictures at different time frames, very close together. And a few of the photographs, this shape starts to appear. Starts to appear out of nowhere. But it wasn't in just one photograph. It was in many. This was a photograph that was taken the other day, maybe 2 days ago. And okay, I'll get right back to what I was saying. You know, did you ever look into the sky, folks, and with your own eyes, and not even sunglasses on? Once again, I'm standing in a parking lot, loading my car with some things, and getting ready to drive away. And as I'm walking out to my car, there's a dozen people standing in the parking lot going to their cars, and they're all looking up and pointing. They're looking at that, what you see on your screen. Dr. Albers, what are your thoughts on that picture?
Well, that rainbow effect, that's refraction effects, and that would be only because we have a lens system up there. I think we've seen images before where the sun simulator is actually very small. It's made large by this type of lens system they have. And it appears to be almost like a fluid that is in the atmosphere and refracts the light from the simulator. And it would cause things like that because it's basically a lens system. And it causes refraction around the light source. So I think that's what we're seeing there. It's evidence of the lens system in operation.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy. I mean, to watch the other people noticing it was pretty amazing. And I've been in that situation many times before, where I've seen crazy anomalies in the sky, and well, other people were seeing it at the same time. I'm going to jump over here real quick, and I wanted to show you guys the inverted photographs that we just looked at. I put these side by side. It's the same picture, but blown up. And I put them side by side so you guys can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the original photograph. Okay. Now, folks, normally when you see lens flares, and I've talked to my friend who is a professional photographer, we discussed lens flares so many times he's ready to vomit.
Mm.
And he was telling me the other day when I took these photographs, I emailed them to him, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, it's certainly not a lens flare." And I asked him to explain it. What makes you say that? And he said, "Well, have you ever seen photographers that actually produce lens flares? They produce them in video, they produce them in photographs for sale and for use in videos. When you need a burst of light or you want that effect, they can produce it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he sent me over a photograph, which was an example of a octagon shaped, hexagon shaped, round lens flares. But see, here's the thing, folks. They stream outward all the way down. You just don't have one little hexagon or octagon or circle, just
Mhm.
one right behind the sun. That's the simulator, folks. That's gotta be part of it.
Yeah, of course.
Because after I clicked a few pictures, these are actually out of order. This picture was taken 30 minutes before. You see the position?
Mm.
But it's here now. 30 minutes later, it's here.
Yeah.
My position on Earth did not change. I was standing in the same place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely part of the system.
Oh,
I
there's no
mean,
doubt.
the artificial devices they are using.
Now, this is an inverted picture of the rainbow sun that we just looked at. And lo and behold, I see something kind of strange in the sky, round, perfectly round right here. But it's kind of obscured. I don't know what it is. It's kind of a green color. It doesn't match up with anything else in the photograph. It's hard to say. They're doing their damnedest to hide everything that they can. Here's a little bit of a closer up. Oops. Here's a closer picture of it. But again, you really can't tell what it is. It's kind of got that hexagon shape, but it's very obscured. It looks pretty cool, but in reality, folks, it's not.
Mm.
It's got us here on Earth. It's got us in bad shape, man.
Yeah.
I get more and more people emailing me every day telling me about the lung problems and the breathing problems that they're having, and that they've never had these issues before. They don't smoke. They don't work in an industrial type of an occupation where, they're around something that would harm their lungs. People are complaining about this all over the world. And we know exactly what the cause is.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they're putting in the air. We see it every day.
Yeah.
This was another inverted photograph, but something that I pointed out to Dr. Albers, and when we get to the original photograph, I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
But we were looking at the rays of the sun, specifically this one right here. It's inverted, but look at the colors in it. Now it's inverted. I'll show you the original, but look at that. Does that even look normal?
No.
No, it does not. Does it look normal at all?
No, of course not.
Now, this was just a close-up. There's really nothing to see here on that picture. This is another frame that was inverted. And I don't know what this large thing is here. It's too obscured, but what we were clued in on. was this. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even a perfect hexagon. It's shaped differently.
Yeah.
Okay, whereas a lens flare would have a perfectly well-defined shape, because a lens flare is coming from the an overexposure or an excessive amount of light coming into the camera. And as you can see, it doesn't stream away from the light source like a lens flare does. It'd be right out. And a bunch of little ones, right down.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're seeing part of this lens system.
Yes.
This may control the intensity to make you think that, the time's going by, in the course of the day, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sun's getting weaker, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then down here, we see a really strange, again, just can't put my finger on it. Don't know what it is. It is what it is. But cluing in on this shape is what we were doing. Here's a closer look at it. Does that look like a lens flare?
Not at all. There's no way it can. If it was a lens flare, it would be a lens flare of something. It's not the same shape as the light source. The light source is a different shape. It's also artificially shaped, because the moment you start seeing all these straight lines and these spikes and the symmetry in it, it's an artificial device. It's not a natural object.
Oh, absolutely not.
But this is definitely a different shape. It's a simpler shape, but it's definitely full of straight lines. All these straight lines tell you it's artificial. The whole thing is artificial. It's a couple of different devices placed together and designed to work together to fool us, of course.
Now, this photograph here, I was taking these photographs about 5 minutes apart, and some of them 15 minutes apart. And I took this photograph. It's inverted. The reason why I inverted it, looking at the original photograph, I'm like, wait a minute. The sun looks square. And if you could just follow my cursor, you could see the perfect straight line.
Yeah. That's right.
It's square, but tilted on its side. Look how straight the line is.
You can actually see an almost 90-degree angle there with that what's so-called ray. It's probably a laser or plasma connection. They may actually be reflecting light off some kind of reflector, because that's what these spikes look like to me. They're actually reflecting light off a mirror type of device. I think.
Then this is like 15 minutes later, this picture pops up.
Yeah.
And this is where we see this object. Now the sun doesn't have that square of a look.
Yes.
You don't see that real well-defined line like we just saw. But now we see this well-defined line.
Yes.
So, are these panels or whatever they may be, are they rotating around, in some type of synchronicity? Who knows, folks? I mean,
it looks like a lens. It looks like a lens. It's looks somewhat transparent.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can see either that part of the blue lens flare seems to be either in front of it or in back of it. Really hard to say. Kind of inconclusive there. But here's a close-up photograph. And folks, I do all of these in high definition, the best that I can, so we can get, good, clear, concise photographs. And again, whenever you look at this, I've seen lens flares before that are in the shape of an octagon, pentagon, hexagon, whatever you want to call them. But this one doesn't match any of those shapes. Look right here.
Yeah.
And we've seen this type of shape before. I've seen it in other people's photographs. So it's not completely a hexagon.
Well,
It's
it's
longer here.
hexagonal, but the length of one of the sides is longer than the others. So it's not perfectly hexagonal, but
And that would have to be man-made.
oh, definitely it's man-made with
That
all
was my
these
point.
straight lines. Definitely, Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just going through some
Mm-hmm.
let me get out of here real quick. I was just going through, some other footage and these pictures.
I noticed how small the corona is in those images. That again shows that the sun's getting weaker and weaker.
Yeah, now here's one of the originals that I wanted to show you guys. Hold on one second. This is what we were showing you, that the light band from the sun. The one I showed you that was inverted. Look at the rainbow colors in it. My
goodness, that's amazing. That looks very strange.
I mean, it's like the colors from a prism, something that, remember in like 9th grade science class, playing with the prism, shining the light through it, getting the rainbow effect, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But since when do the rays of the sun produce within itself a rainbow spectrum?
No, that seems possible. It's only when you put the rays through some kind of lens device that you can start splitting the different frequencies of the different colors into and get this kind of effect. So this shows that they're using a lens system, definitely. And the shape of the light source itself tells us that it's not the real sun.
Yeah, I mean, does that look real to you? I mean, let's be realistic.
Of course not. It's not.
Here are the full color photographs that we just looked at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's good high definition. These photographs were taken with a 50 power zoom lens.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then. Let me get out of this damn picture program. But yeah, folks, we were dipping into, checking these photographs out. And then my main man, Gary, Gary sent in this photograph too.
Oh my goodness.
I believe I think he said his wife took this photograph. And again, Gary's busted it wide open, brother. I hope you're out there listening to me.
Oh my goodness, Scott. There are two light sources in the sky.
Yeah. Let's bust this photograph open here and let's take a look at it. Because all of a sudden, Gary inboxed me and he's like, oh, they're attacking me. They're telling me this is fake and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Well, there are two reflections in the water. How can they be fake if they're reflecting off the water?
Here's the deal, folks.
There are actually three light sources there.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal, okay? It's very easy to open up your big mouth and utter the words, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's not true. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? You either explain why it's fake, and you do it, in a manner that is, well, you don't just bash somebody, run up in their face and yell, that's fake. Prove it.
Yeah.
So, again, folks, I've looked at thousands of photographs from around the world consistently for years. Okay. I've seen some photographs that have been explainable, and I've seen a lot of photographs that have been unexplainable. And I've taken photographs myself that I can't explain.
Wow. Yeah. This is amazing photograph, Scott.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you see just in the gap, almost in the middle, in that blue gap, just above that cloud, there's actually an outline there that looks like another object might be there. You can see the top of a circular outline there.
Yeah, absolutely. As somebody just mentioned, two light sources, two lens flares. So, this might be a little bit of a lens flare right here.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so, Scott,
No,
because
it
there's a
doesn't look like it.
reflection. It is a reflection of it on the water.
Yeah.
That's two light sources, those two, and then there's the bright one on the right-hand side. And then there's an outline, looks like a planetary object above that cloud in the middle.
Now, what about the planet that's in the water?
Well, that's a lens flare. But these, but at least three light sources here, I would say, because there are two on the left-hand side. There's the brighter one on the right-hand side. There are reflections of both in the water. You cannot have reflections of a lens flare in the water. They don't reflect off water because they're produced by lenses themselves. You have to have, in order to have these reflections in the water, you have to have real objects giving off light in the sky. So there are three of them. I'm sorry, that's what this picture shows. So the trolls can say whatever they want, but the facts are there are three.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And you know, when Gary inboxed this picture to me, I was kind of busy at the time, and I told him, I said, I'll take a good look at it. And I said, me and Dr. Albers will examine the photograph, and I'll get back to you. And Gary's a good man. Gary, again, I hope you're out there listening to me, buddy. God bless you. And you know, Gary's been going through some, you know, little hospital visits and stuff like that. He's getting better, and he's a true fighter. And I hope you get well soon, buddy. But this photograph was incredible. This happens to be, to me, just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Because
amazing.
the lens flares, they don't exist other than some minor flaring from the sun over here on the right. Very, very mild pink flaring that you can see here, barely in the photograph. You see the little aperture lens flare.
Yeah.
Sitting in the lake. And then you see these reflections.
Yeah, that indicates those two objects are real. Those are real light sources in the sky. Those are not lens flares at all. So there are three light sources in this image.
Yeah. Now, I sent this photograph over to my friend that's professional photographer, you know, more than 25 years of experience, has his own business. He's up on the latest technology. And, you know, his daughter just graduated from schooling to be a videographer, and she's studied, you know, camera, optics, the whole 9 yards. When I emailed him this photograph, and I said, Bobby, check this out. And, you know, he's literally seen thousands of my photographs and has helped out quite a bit. And he was freaked out once again. He gave me one of those, you know, WTF moments. He's like, you know, what the okay is that, you know?
Yeah.
Is that the moon? How could the moon be like right next to the sun? What? That's all he was saying, you know?
Yeah.
And I said, well, listen, dude, you know, you've seen the evidence that we've produced over the last 2 years. How can you explain what you're seeing in this photograph? He said, I can't.
Yeah.
And then we referred to this object over here on the left. And he said, are you sure that's not the moon? And I said, I'm positive.
No, the moon's not that bright.
And he's, you know, he reverted to first thing he pointed out. He was like, my God, there are two reflections on the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, said, well, my point exactly.
Yeah, there's no way the moon could be this bright with the sun still in the sky, which we would have to assume the light source on the right would be the sun. And so if the sun is in the skies, you know, the moon is not shiny at all. It looks like just, you can hardly see it in the sky at all. It sometimes looks like a slight white edge of it. Sometimes we can see that. So there's no way. These are not objects that are reflecting light. These are objects that are emitting light. These are real light sources.
Yeah. You know, and then the last comment that Bobby made on this photograph after he saw it, he said, my God, Scott, he goes, that is absolutely incredible. He said, is it time for me to take my family to the bunker? And I said, dude, you don't own a bunker. You know, we just had a little bit of a laugh about that, but the photograph is absolutely stunning. Again, you know, it's one of these types of situations where, again, we're looking at the unexplainable. I mean, we can't explain it, but folks, we still need hardcore evidence. And that hardcore evidence is only going to come from one place. And that's our world space agencies.
Mm.
I mean, we actually need a real, true whistleblower from within one of these organizations to actually come out with information that they've taken.
Yeah.
And they need to show it to the world population. We know that will never happen.
No.
And even if it did start to happen, they would eliminate that individual 1, 2, 3. I mean, he would be gone.
Mm.
He'd be the mannequin in the next sports car they launch into space. Okay. But I wanted to share this photograph with you folks. And again, Gary, if you're out there listening, my man, this photograph, it's not fake. Your wife did a fantastic job. You know, if she captured this photograph, she captured like a 1 in a million.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reflections on the water are mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Completely. I've been staring at the photograph for more than 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Can't explain it other than those objects are in the sky. The camera picked the objects up. It photographed them, and the supposed sun on the right and the 2 objects on the left are both reflecting in this body of water.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
But folks, you know, I wanted to clear up this this mishap with all of the folks over there at Universal News Media. You know, we welcome all of you. I want all of you guys to check out her information, view her videos, and subscribe to her channel because she's doing fantastic work and she's capturing a lot of things that I think we should be looking at. They're very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Her explanations are very interesting. But Dr. Albers,
Mm-hmm.
you decided to sit down and write this 3rd book.
Oh, yes.
And
definitely.
this 3rd book, it's not going to involve me at all. This is based on some research and some thoughts of your own. You want to tell everybody what this book's going to entail?
I'm going to call it something like light and gravity. It's about light and gravity because all of matter I've discovered comes from light. And it's about gravity that is actually so much like the electrostatic interaction. And there's an attractive part to it and a repulsion part to it. Protons attract each other and protons and electrons repel each other. So this is how gravity really works. And I don't think anyone has ever come up with this. I actually developed the whole thing through observing because I was researching the stellar cores and what they were doing and trying to understand what was going on. And through this observation, I suddenly realized that this is how gravity works. So the book actually details my own discovery of how it works. I put all those articles the way I've developed my understanding. Most physicists, when they come up with a new theory, do not explain to the people who are going to read about the theory how they came up with it. But I decided that I would do just that. I want people to understand what my thought processes were, where my ideas came from. So all of that will be in the book. Yeah.
Very interesting. I can't wait.
Good. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll learn quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to do the cover?
Scott, of course, you are an excellent editor. So, I'd like you to edit it for me. I'm going to need your help with this.
Oh, I might add a few. If I'm going to do the editing, I might add a few things in there.
Yeah, of course, you are welcome to do it.
No, you're the physicist. Your education level is.
Yeah, but I look, if without you, there was no way I would be doing what I'm doing now. It's only through your help that I've come to this understanding, really. I mean, we are a team, we work together. There's no way I would have, gotten this far without your help. So really.
You don't think Chris Potter would have took you this far?
I think Chris Potter was pretending to help me, but he was actually doing the opposite.
You don't think you could have got this far with WSO?
No.
I'm just razzing you, Doc. I'm just
yeah,
getting under your skin there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, folks. Some other crazy information. We're gonna close this out. We told you a couple of days ago what these scumbags were doing. Threatening Dr. Albers' family.
Yeah.
I mean, these people will go at nothing to stop the truth and intimidate you.
Yeah.
Dr. Albers got a few emails over the course of the last 48 hours from the university where she was employed for 17 years, and also, a medical facility. And believe it or not, somebody is trying to access all of Dr. Albers' records at the university, at her doctor, even an occupational therapist. All of these individuals are professionals. They know the rules, regulations, and laws, and they immediately contacted Dr. Albers. We have all of the emails from them. I mean, we're not going to show them to you because there's personal information in there from the other individuals as well as Dr. Albers. But the whole entire thing right now is under investigation. These people will go to the lowest extents to try to trick someone, and it usually backfires in their face. But what are they really going to do, folks? There's too many of us and not enough of them. And again, as I've said before, we need to increase our numbers. Our numbers need to join together, because if we don't, folks, they're going to pick us off one by one. And I'm sure you all understand what I mean. So, each and every day they try their little tactics, but it doesn't bother us. It doesn't stop us. And what they don't realize is a lot of the times it draws more people to us. And that's where they fail. And they hate that. But that's just too bad. The intimidation tactics, they don't work. Making fun of me, making fun of Dr. Albers in stupid little parody videos, it doesn't bother us. I take jabs at them all day long. I antagonize them. I'll admit it. I actually enjoy it. It's fun. It's like a video game for me.
Yeah. But
Dr. Albers, the situation that occurred with the other YouTube channel, the Universal News Media, what do you think about all of that? We wanted this lady to actually come on and live stream with us and show everybody her information. I mean, what do you think about what has transpired?
Well, I thought that her videos was very good. She made very good explanations of how the simulator works. And I thought it was very nice for us to get together and talk about it. Obviously, the trolls want to stop that kind of collaboration. And, they do what they do. They're just very, very naughty people.
Yes, I could add some more derogatory words other than naughty people.
So, of course, they would like to stop anything that promotes the truth and allows the public to know more about the truth, So that's what they do. What can we expect? They get paid to do this sort of thing. They get trained to do it. I think you talked about it, how they are trained to just cause trouble.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Yeah.
they get like 14, 15 views, maybe a little higher than that.
Yes.
The only people that are watching their videos are the other trolls in their little group, and they share them. But folks, bottom line, we all stick together. We get this information out to everybody, and we need to continue to share it. We need to continue to stick together. And, eventually, folks, we come up with a photograph like what Gary's wife took right here. Absolutely incredible, mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we do. Now, I'm going to continue to further investigate this photograph. I'm going to do some work on the photograph itself. It's pretty clear. She took it with a very, very good digital 35 millimeter camera. And I'm going to just try to clear it up just a little bit. And I'm going to, crop some pictures out of this, of the double object up here in the sky and the reflection over here and the sun. We're going to take a closer look at it. And, we'll live stream the information so all of you can check it out. But before we close out, folks, again, step on over there to Universal News Media. Check out this lady's videos. And, if you got some spare time, sit there and watch a good number of them. And listen to her explanations. Listen to her narration. It's very, very good. Dr. Albers and I, we watch a lot of information on a daily basis. We don't always talk about it, but we are watching what everybody else is seeing. And I know in the course of everybody's busy day with life, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on in this world. But that's why we recommend getting over there and following our Planet X News Facebook page. It gives us a little bit of a better interaction with you guys. And we're able to share a lot more information rapidly. And we can get it going around the world rapidly. But there are those bad wheels turning in the background, like they've done with YouTube, like what's happening with Facebook and Twitter. And eventually, folks, it's all going to be gone. So we can't just sit on our hands and not do anything. We need to continue to share this information and make sure others are seeing it and understanding it. Because each and every day we have a lot of new followers, and they're not completely up to speed. And they're not going to go through all 1,350 of my videos and all of Dr. Albers' videos from the very beginning. So they're kind of stuck right where they're at. They may not know exactly what is happening. So we need to take those people under our wings. We need to take the time to explain it, key them in on what's happening, point them into the right directions, where to start seeking and viewing and following this information so we can further create a bigger domino effect. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we have an opposition. And it's a sick-minded opposition. Mm-hmm. Those others oppose everything we investigate. Folks, if there wasn't this opposition, then we would have to really question what we're viewing. But we can clearly see the massive fight against the truth and what has become reality.
Yeah.
Our skies are not the skies that we were born on this planet with. Things are changing rapidly. Every tick of the clock, we're undergoing big changes.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Albers, any last words?
Well, as usual, Scott, I'd like to say that we're going through difficult times, and People don't, well, the trolls don't want people to know the truth because they don't want people to be prepared for what's coming. They don't want people to know that God cares about them and that God wants them to know the truth so they can prepare. And the best way you can prepare is spiritually. And that means getting to know the source of everything, our God. And he's in charge of what's happening. And he can be our best source of comfort. And so we should get to know him. That's always my message. We should get to know him. We should go to him and start talking to him, develop a relationship with him, find out what he wants us to do, because he will give us instructions what we want. He wants us to do. And if we're not sure if he exists, then we should ask him, God, please, I want to know if you exist. Show yourself to me. If he's a real person, he will. He will talk to you. He'll find a way. But you have to, take a step towards him. And I think that if you take a step towards him, he'll take a step towards you. And I think it's what we need at this time, because things are going to get worse. And eventually, only faith in the source of everything that is good will get you through what is coming.
You know what gives me comfort, Dr. Albers?
Mm-hmm. What?
Sitting on a Harley Davidson motorcycle, feeling that thunder.
Okay.
Holding on to those handlebars and holding on to that throttle and revving that engine, roaring down the highway.
Okay.
Wind blowing in my hair. That is my comfort. And God gave me that comfort.
Yes.
And thank God that God gave Harley and Davidson the knowledge to build those hogs.
Mm-hmm.
That is my comfort.
That's good.
We're going to get you on one of those. We're going to get you on one of those this late this spring.
Yeah, you see, you are talking about freedom. When we have the freedom to know the truth, and that's what the trolls are trying to block people from having. The trolls work against freedom by working against the truth. We are not free to decide what we want to believe according to them. They have to block us from knowing everything that's going on. So they try to remove our freedom.
Well, you know what, Dr. Albers?
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing.
Yes.
That I have that the trolls don't.
What is that?
And that is a collection of Harley Davidsons that I will ride till I die.
Okay.
And I will have that comfort and nobody will take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to be very, very careful, because our liberties, our freedom of speech, everything we do as a freedom, it is slowly being taken away, little by little. I don't want to get real political here, but, I'm sure all of you see and you hear what is happening in a lot of the European countries, what is happening in some of the South American countries, what's happening in South Africa. What's happening in South Africa right now, folks, is an absolute travesty. Once again, another country going through genocide.
Yes.
It is horrible. It has become very, very dangerous, and there is no need for it. But the powers that be will create these massive conflicts. And I told you back in 2016, I told all of you back in 2017, that this will start to occur and it will increase. They are going to turn up the volumes on all of these countries as far as internal civil disruptions. I spoke a lot about this towards the end of 2016. And here we are, a little more than a year later, and it has progressed rapidly. Things are becoming very dangerous in a lot of European cities. And it's happening here in the US also.
Hmm.
They're just doing things a little differently here in the US.
Yeah.
We get the false flags and the crazy disruptions within government. And, things have become pretty political as of lately. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on everything.
Hmm.
If you see me posting something on our Facebook page, I'm posting it for a reason. That's to inform you about it. That's to let you know. It may not have anything to do with, Planet X in general, but there's a hidden message there. So please don't ask me, why am I sharing this? Because a lot of you send me messages and say, why did you just share that article? Why did you just share that news brief? Think about it. I can't explain every little thing, but when I'm sharing things on our Facebook page, it is for a reason. It's to light you up, light your mind up, so you can see what is happening around the world, not just in your neck of the woods. We're now living in a very, very dangerous world, more dangerous than it was yesterday. Definitely more dangerous than it was when you were growing up. The sky is different. Our solar system is different. Our governments, it's all different, folks. Slowly but surely, it seems that they want to conquer the human race?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yes, I think so, Scott.
It's pretty vicious out there. But listen, folks, once again, get over there to Universal News Media. Check out this lady's YouTube channel. Subscribe. And folks, if you happen to make comments on any of her videos, you see derogatory statements about me, don't worry about it. It is what it is. It's probably just the trolls, spewing their hatred and their garbage. But stick by me, stick by Dr. Albers, stick by the people that are trying to bring this out. It's not easy. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
But folks, stay tuned. Dr. Albers is going to continue to work on her new book. We'll keep you updated on that. And we'll see, maybe within the next couple of days over the weekend, maybe we'll hold another live stream here with Dr. Albers, and we'll see what else we uncover. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay informed. And thank you very much for following Dr. Albers and I. We appreciate your support. Have a good night.
Thank you.